Considered a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Miami Dolphins. Certainly the game of the weekend, maybe the game of the year, the battle of the unbeatens as we get underway. Jakeem Grant now to return. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. At their own 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line, it's the tight end, it's your wide receivers, everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now Kaepernick. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now Brady. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the Buccaneers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Jones. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. This defense for the Dolphins, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 51 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The give is to Jones. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13. Here's Kaepernick. Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And Boswell has this one going left, no good. He missed it left.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that...
Down the numbers. There he goes. The 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. And that deserves a couple exclamation points.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates. They're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works. But he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you never...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive. Looking to throw for it. And the Buccaneers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw here taken in by Ingram. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when he clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Taysom Hill with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. Now Brian Flores going to leave the offense out there to go for 2. Brady will look to throw for it. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a 2-point try. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A give to Jones. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Kaepernick may be a free play. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
On first down, Kaepernick. escaping the pressure right.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Well, when he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
First down and more for Jackson. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. Brady now on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible. So I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Here's Brady to throw. Open man right side is Ingram. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
They'll drop this down to Jackson. And the Dolphins are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run with Jackson out of the gun. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw with Brady.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. That is a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's the veteran Justin Houston who got in there to make the stop. Second down, they go again with Henry. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
He's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on fourth. Brady to throw for it on fourth down. And this one is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. First down, Jones. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Credit Melvin Ingram, able to get into the backfield and make the stop. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. This is Jones. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. Eluding the pressure right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bucs try it on 4th down but come up empty. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. On play action, now Brady. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Now a handoff to Henry. Able to avoid him at the 40. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And Derrick Henry with the ball in his hands, what a sight to behold, because power and speed involved in every touch for him. Coming off another spectacular season with the Titans, he became the first since LaDainian Tomlinson in 2006 and 2007 to win 2 straight rushing titles, and he did it with style, too. Just the 8th man to top 2,000 yards and the first since Adrian Peterson in 2012. He has his sights set on another 2,000-yard season.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Finds his tight end Ingram. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Brady now on 1st down. Catch is made by Hardman. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Hill now on the option right. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, lived to fight another down, right?
And he comes back with one complete. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it with Henry. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the 1st down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting 1st downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Oh, a quarterback sneak on 2nd down. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the sneak, not what he was hoping for, and it's 3rd down. In his own end zone, it's Kaepernick. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they work this out past the 25.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Jones. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
142 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 43.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go with Jones. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And that will force a turnover on downs. A first down carry for Henry. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Brady to throw. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Brady. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Back to throw, Brady. He completes it to Ridley. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now Brady. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
With no timeouts left, that's a dangerous proposition. Work in the middle of the field. Fortunately for them, that one fell incomplete.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. A give to Henry. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Well, partner, still a head-scratcher to me how this one ended. Down 3